NNF After Dark is brought to you by Sandpiper Vacations. For all of your vacation planning needs, visit www.sandpipervacations.com. Tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you.
Welcome to NNF After Dark. Chris is going to take you through the highlights of the previous episode and maybe even say some bad words, plus celebrity interviews and much, much more. And now, here he is, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris Yobb.
Welcome to the New Friends After Dark, where we dig into the parfait of... What do we dig in the parfait of, Scott?
Oh boy, life.
We do it of life, Scott. I was just testing you to see if you're awake. We dig into the parfait of life. We go through that granola top, that yogurt middle, that fruit bottom, baby.
I had a parfait for lunch today.
Thank you, Alex. This is my intro. So... I lost my train of thought. Let's just get started with the episode. No, actually, we're broadcasting live for the Sandpiper Vacation Studios. Nick is no longer with us for this week.
R.I.P.?
So, yeah, R.I.P. to Nick for this week. I'm really actually upset because Nick would have been electric on this episode. Because tonight we're talking about being someone's daddy in the very wholesome way this week, actually. So this is actually going to be a Q&A of sorts. I think it's going to turn into a Q. It's definitely going to turn into a Q&A. So
Q of A.
I'm sorry. I have QAnon on my mind. I've been Googling QAnon for like the past 4 years, trying to figure out what they are, and I'm just trying to figure out if the Democrats are going to be like a risk for my young child, because I heard they do abduct and drink the blood of children.
They do.
Yeah. So QAnon's on my mind heavy. Anyway, if you missed last episode, that sucks. Like, that really sucks, because we had a huge announcement, and the huge announcement was I'm going to be a dad. The due date. You know what I didn't do? I didn't announce the due date on last episode. I just said May.
You said May.
I said May. Do you guys want to take a guess on what date? I think that'd be so much fun if you guys try to guess out of the 31 days in May. If you guys guess when's your birthday? Mine's the 30th.
Wait, you announced
all right, and wait a second. Full disclosure, we did not plan this for a certain day or for a certain month. It just happened, right?
Hold on. So you announced it last week?
How did it happen?
I announced it 20 minutes ago, Alex, but for the listeners at home was Sunday.
Oh,
yes.
I see.
Yes. Yeah. For you, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, for you, probably about an hour from now when you start editing.
Yeah.
No, I told Alex, I was like, listen, definitely going to put on the condom.
Chris is like, Alex, I did it. I'm going to finish up and I'll call you right back.
I'm sorry. I scooted to the bathroom and I was like, I think it's happening. Oh my God. She listens to this podcast. This sucks.
Oh, no.
This sucks.
Revert.
Yeah, Alex, cut that.
Alex, cut that out.
So I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, okay. So guys, guess a date, and whoever guesses the right date or close to it will get the firmest of handshakes.
Cool.
This sucks because you have told me the date.
I probably did.
I don't remember.
I probably told honestly, I probably told the both of you. Yeah. I probably told them because
you know who knows? My wife wouldn't know the name.
There was a very select few people that knew before I made the announcement, and you were two of the select few.
Because I remember my daughter's is May 27th, yours is May 30th. My dad and my sister is the 20th and 21st. Actually, Alex, you go.
You know what? That's great. That's great because all that probably helps so much with determining.
Alex, you go first. I'm going to just search through my text messages real quick. Yeah, you go first.
Can I wait till tomorrow until I have a lifeline?
I have guesses in the chat. I do have guesses in the chat. Remy guesses May the 4th.
Okay.
And Dane guesses May 16th.
May 4th is not a bad guess.
I think Dane is close because it was like the 15th or 17th, because I remember thinking, if it was the 16th, like Mary's is the 16th of March. I got married on the 16th of September, but it's not the 16th.
Right.
I think it's the 17th.
Okay, 17th. Alex?
Man, I'm trying to think because I know we're growing up there. My wife's like, we'll be there days after.
Oh, that's true.
So I think I'm going to say like late May. So May 23rd.
23rd.
I'd like to change my answer.
Okay.
I'd like to go with May 18th, please.
May 18th. I am going to disqualify Scott because I would have given you the win for the 17th, but I could definitely tell you checked your text and changed to the 18th.
He's like,
he's showing the group chat.
that doesn't mean it's final.
Text message.
That doesn't mean it's final.
No, but that is the official due date as of now. May 18th, 2023 is when he or her will be introduced into the world. Now, listen,
or
actually,
they or them.
Actually, I do have to wait until they're old enough to decide their gender to see what gender they will be.
Yeah, that's why I did ask. Do you know if it's a male or female yet?
I didn't hear you ask that.
Yeah, I've asked you that before. Not on the
in
podcast.
Person, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, I texted you. I was like, do you know if it's a boy or girl yet? And you're like, no, I won't know that till they're able to pick out their identity. And I'm like,
I've actually wholeheartedly said that to you.
Can I play the heartbeat? I've got it right here on my phone.
Play it.
Yeah,
oh, that'd be electric. This would be probably the first time ever. This is the earliest. This is the youngest guest we've ever had on the podcast.
Youngest guest we've ever had. Little Yobb, not to be confused with Little Daddy Yobb.
What is it?
Here
Play
is.
Listen, fast, strong, rhythmic. I don't know. What's your guess? Is boy or girl?
Oh, that was.
Boy,
that was an audio recording of conception. Sorry, I'll find the heartbeat real quick.
Oh, wow. That would have been awkward because the OBGYN was in the room. I don't know if that was the...
What's sad is it was just that amount of time. You know, that was a real time
that quick
recording.
It's that quick. Now, I'm pretty sure I've told you both. We have the names picked out if it's a boy or a girl. Pretty sure I told both of you, which I don't want to announce the name on the podcast because I want to have a contest.
I don't know. I thought Lucifer was kind of messed up.
I thought Alex Coe the second was actually in good taste.
Dude, that would be amazing. If I get there and you're like, he's Alex Coe the second. Yobb. I'm like, what?
you listen, you dropped the ball, so I had to do it for you.
You actually have
I'm
not
sorry,
told
Scott.
me.
Dropping the ball is actually a term. It's not your medical condition. I'm sorry, Scott. I didn't mean to. I didn't tell you.
He told
no,
me,
you have not told me.
So.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I could tell Alex anything, and I could ask him a week later, and he'd never know. So, any guesses of a boy or a girl?
Yes, I have two guesses. If
I'll
it's
give
a girl,
you. I'll give you a hint. Do you want me to give you a hint?
No, let me guess first.
Okay. I mean, that way you should probably give a hint before a guess, but that's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
Make it hard for yourself. just like 1 in a billion shot, you get the answer right. You know what? No. You guys might be impressive. Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Carmen the barista Yobb or Bubba Job Yobb.
Bubba Job. Now, I was really pushing for Blanche as a girl. I was really pushing for Blanche as a girl. I think I talked about that.
In the history of the podcast, you've been pushing Blanche since like your first episode.
Wait. I do have to read the chat for a quick second because if you're not understanding why I'm saying we're in chat, we do stream this live on Twitch. You're definitely going to want to check us out at twitch.com/NNF podcast. We stream every Wednesday, 8 o'clock for our Sunday show, but we stream 9:30 to 10 o'clock for After Dark, which we're recording now. So I did say that the due date would be May, May, and Remy chimes in and goes of 2024, right? Wait a second. He's actually right. Wait, he's actually right. It's not 2023.
Yes.
I said 2023.
Oh, did you?
He said 2024. And then Ryan says 2023. Your baby is pushing 1 already? Wait, so it is 2024, right?
Yes. It'll be 2024.
Yeah. Wait, so Remy's right and everybody else is wrong in chat.
I thought he was asking if it was 2024 or 2025.
I thought you were making fun of
and I was going to say what
asked.
Dane, I did say 23. And then Ryan said, your baby's one now, huh? Dane says, on May 18th, Remy's Roundtable will have a new co-host.
Yeah.
Okay, so Remy's Roundtable, also known as Remy, guesses boy, Liam, girl, Isabella.
Oh, okay.
Not bad guesses.
Names. Not bad names.
Not bad names. Not bad
Very
guesses.
Gen Z children's names.
And you know what? If you guys, and this is going out to everybody listening to this right now, if you guess the name of my child before I announce it, I will give you a $100 gift card.
So here you go, Chris. I know this. I don't know the name, but I know the fact that you're naming it after your grandfather if it's a boy.
And
he's going to go by initials if it's a boy. So I know that for sure.
He may be able to go by initials if he chooses to.
Right.
Correct.
Those initials,
Yes.
I don't even know. I want to say CJ, but I don't even know.
Could be CJ. It could be CJ.
I know you.
It could be DK after DK Metcalf. It could be
girl,
DK.
I forget what you said about girl.
The girl, I don't know if I've ever told anybody outside of my family the girl's name, but I will give a hint. And the girl's name is a beautiful name, but the nickname can be a pop culture reference, and that's why I love it so much. Because I will never call her by her full name. Well, I will when I'm mad at her, but
Like my son.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, essentially. Yep. Scott. All right. So do you guys have guesses? You guys have any guesses? And I won't say whether you're right or wrong for the sake of this contest. I will announce the name. Okay. Let's fast forward a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
Emily will be getting a blood test done on the 10th to figure out if it's a boy or girl.
That's right.
And we'll know the gender of the child.
Allegedly.
A couple weeks after that, right? So I will announce the name by, end of November. So if you guys chime in with the name of my child, if you guess the middle name as well, I'll double it. I will double it. But you never will. $100 gift card to anybody who guesses the name of my child.
Wait, am I paying for that?
Oh, of course. No, I will. It'll probably be in like food stamps, but because I will qualify.
Cards.
Yeah, and Pokemon cards. No, but okay. So do you guys have any guesses?
I really don't.
All right, let's go boy first. It could be obscure.
If it's a boy, you're naming it after grandfather. Your grandfather is of Cuban descent. No.
Racist.
Not Cuban descent.
Same flag, but different colors.
I'm gonna say
Pablo.
Okay.
Not Pablo.
Jean-Pierre.
Oh, very Hispanic.
I'm gonna say Lloyd.
Okay. That's a
very
really good
Puerto Rican
that's a
name.
really good really good Puerto Rican name. Actually.
Solid. Yeah. I'm gonna go Luis.
All right. And if it's a girl has no ethnicity to it. Actually, if I were to claim an ethnicity for the name for the girl, it would be white. Bonnie. Okay, I mean that's a really good answer before I even gave a hint. Gertrude. Okay.
So you said it has a pop culture reference. If it's
it does. If I were to shorten her name,
I'm racking my brain.
Actually, and here's a hint to everybody listening: there are two different pop culture references. One being a video game, one being a TV show. For the girl's name.
Oh God, what's it's The Last of Us, Alex.
But it's the full name that you have. But the nickname is kind of a variation of the full name. Like it's not a good hint, but it's a good hint at the same time.
I'm gonna go with Megan. You're gonna reference it to Meg.
Megan, okay. That's a really good guess because Meg
is a shark movie.
is a yeah.
All right, so he's talking about
Scott,
Ellie.
your video went out. Okay, there you go.
Ellie, okay. So I'm going to say you're going to name her Eleanor.
Eloise.
Eleanor, okay. That's a really good guess. Eloise, a really good guess. Both really good guesses. Eloisa could be Luisa, could be Eloisa. Luisa could be Encanto.
And if it's Florida, it's Eloise Lynn.
Lynn's my sister's middle name, actually. After my mom, though, because her name's
No. In Florida, they just do Lynn as a second first name.
Yeah. Lynn.
Tammy Lynn, Heather Lynn.
Oh, right.
Lynn.
That's just a prerequisite of living in Florida. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Brittany Lynn, Remy's Roundtable. That's my sister's name. Is Brittany Lynn, but nobody calls her that. It's just So Remy's Roundtable says Louie and Ellie. Okay, both good guesses. Both really good guesses. I will call her that. All right, so email me at remy'sroundtable@gmail.com to get your guesses in.
Chris,
all right, so anyway.
If you have a second, Alex, try not to get them too close in age. And birth date, I would say birth date. Because, like, my kids are 1 day apart, okay? Birthday one.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're 1 day. One's the 18th and one's the 19th.
Listen, Alex, obviously the adult time is frequent in your house. Chris and I, we get it when we can take it. Okay, we're not going to. If we get pregnant here, then it's going to be too close to the. No.
It's funny because if you do 9 months prior, what happens 9 months before that month? It's September. My wife's birthday is it September? So
great
what she gets for her presents.
I'm cheap. I'm not buying you anything.
I'm cheap. You want a child now? Box. But so like when I think about their birthdays, I sometimes we look like in front of people we don't know our kids' birthdays because I'm gonna say it really quick for you. Ready? It's 1819, 1917.
What?
Exactly.
Your kid was born in 1917?
No. Their month and year. 1819, 1917.
Oh, you had sex during the movie 1917.
So that's their birthdays. So that's why it's very confusing. I have to think about who I'm thinking about. So I know.
Yeah, that's actually really tough. Noted, actually. That's a really good point. I'm going to be tapping on you guys for way more parenting pointers. That's a really good first pointer, I think. That's the first parenting tip I've actually ever gotten.
Yeah, it's very confusing. And also, I mean, you like combined birthdays. You said you and your sister had combined birthdays all the time. Me and my sister had
kick-ass parties, man.
And that's what we've been doing is combined birthdays.
Yeah, like really good parties. Like everyone always talks about. I'm like, oh, you had that fucking clown that chopped my dick off.
All right.
I'm like, that was not my birthday party. I have no idea what you're talking about, actually.
Moving along.
It's actually very inappropriate, actually. I'm 14 years old. I should not be hearing about this. Anyway.
So how has the pregnancy been going so far?
I'll tell you what. As of late, amazing. As of before late, not so great.
You're coming out. You're coming to the end or coming out of the first trimester.
First trimester, yeah.
First trimester sucks. First trimester sucks until you get to the third trimester. The third trimester is god awful.
The worst part about the first trimester is worrying every day if this is the.
Of course,
child will make it. That is like
nope.
Like
that's not a thing.
What? Explain.
I don't worry about any of that stuff
because you have two kids already. Like they're fine. You're past that.
No, I'm talking
you're past
pregnancy.
That.
Never.
Oh,
that thought in my mind.
You've never worried that, like you're like, I have super sperm. This is not an issue.
No,
I'm the $1 million man.
It's not even that. It's just like why think about such a terrible thing that has a slight chance of happening. You have no control
because
over.
The first thing I think of in the morning is will I be killed by Al Qaeda? The second thing I think about is the impending doom of everything else in life. No, seriously, it's not something that's ripe on my mind. I don't know why I said the word ripe. It's not something that is like the forefront of my mind, but it's definitely a worry because of we were vaccinated. No, I'm kidding. I'll tell you what. Every time someone
you're kidding about being vaccinated.
I'll tell you what, every time someone dies now, I go to the Twitter comments just to read all the lunatics and say, is he vaxxed? I'm sure he's vaxxed. Pretty sure he's vaxxed. But anyway, no, seriously, it's just a worry because it's like, you feel like you have the whole world in your hands and it's like it feels like you have everything to lose and nothing to get. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. The irrational anxiety starts as soon as the pregnancy test is positive. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know. I think it's just because you hear stories about it. And I have definitely been the rational one during this first trimester and like, look at the chances. And you know what you know what I say, like, because she did not want to announce this pregnancy because she was terrified of that, because she's known a lot of people that's lost.
Wait, you guys gonna just come up to just show up to Christmas dinner and here's your grandkid?
Well, we actually had to announce it because Scott was pressing me to announce it on the podcast. No, but she did not want to. She did not want to announce the pregnancy because she was nervous. She also doesn't want the attention on her. I want the attention on me. She did not want. No, but so she didn't want the attention on her, and she also, like, she was nervous about it. So, like, I'm looking at the odds on a weekly basis, right? And every week I make the same reference. It's like, listen, 70% chances. No, it was like a 95% chance. 70's low. 95% chance this week. Listen. If I see a casino that says 95% chance you're winning money, I'm sprinting in there and I'm never leaving. 95% chance of winning?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Those are great odds. I'm betting the house on that.
Chrissy's at 20% as great odds.
Those are very good odds. Way better than 0%, Scott.
That's true.
So I'm definitely the more rational one. Okay, so I do want to get to chat real quick. Any weird cravings? We will get onto it because it's this first trimester. You get some weird things. The weird cravings was nothingness. It was, she had cravings of nothing at all. She had lost her appetite. We and Emily are foodies. We love eating. And she lost her appetite, which really sucked for me. It was really bad. No one ever touches on the husband's struggles through pregnancy. It's always the woman. So that's actually what our journey is going to be on the next however many months of this podcast is my struggles. Right.
Yeah.
I talked to Alex about this too. It's like Emily finally got her taste back, and I was like, Emily was like, I'm gaining weight now because Emily's like, hey, listen, she's always hungry. She's always hungry because she's creating a child. So like, she's on the way home from work. She's like, I'm really hungry. Can't wait to make dinner. It's like, do you want Taco Bell? What am I going to say? No?
Yeah, no.
To a pregnant person? And to a hungry me? No, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
McDonald's the day before? Maybe. Certainly.
So out of that remark, we're at Wawa today because my son is speech. We have this thing now. Every 2 weeks, take my son to speech, and my wife and I go to Wawa and have a drink and just hang out for
like speech classes at Wawa. Like, you go through the menu and like sandwich.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
No, like, can I get water ice? Anyway, so we go in there and she's like, oh, let's get a drink and a bag of chips, whatever. So we get to checking out and I reach over and I grab a Twix and she looks at me and goes, I'm very disappointed in you right now. But she's like, we're having dinner soon. I was like, I don't care about that. That doesn't affect me. I'm going to eat dinner no matter what.
Yeah. You know what the best thing about it too is, like, when I go food shopping, I buy all the shit that I want. Right. Yeah. And I just mask it as like, I don't know if you're going to have a craving for these 6 different Hot Pockets I just bought. So I bought all 6 just in case you have a craving for taco or cheeseburger or ham and cheese. And like, by the time she's a craving for it, it's gone. Like, it is completely gone already.
Uh-oh.
Like, it is happily in my stomach. So what I have to do is so I learned my lesson. I'm now buying the family size packs of Hot Pockets. So now we're getting like 16 Hot Pockets at a time. And I've never eaten unhealthier in my life. Like, I thought I gained weight from the Zoloft. Pregnancy is going to be, I'm going to look way more pregnant than she is in the next few months. And I wish I was joking, but like, this is a real thing. And you know what the thing was, like, she's looking up symptoms of pregnancy during the first, however many weeks and this and that. Symptoms are nausea, heartburn, headaches. And then another symptom was husband weight gain. And I was like, that must be a joke. And no, it's not a joke. Like,
I gained 40 pounds when my ex was pregnant with Darren. And 40 pounds.
And I understand why now. It's like, she could only stomach chicken fingers for a little bit. And guess what I love? Anything fried. So like, I'm getting the dino nuggets to make her be like, cute little dino nuggets for you. So like, one night I was feeling a little ambitious, like, I'm going to start eating healthier tonight. So I cooked up her some dino nuggets. Then I put my serving of dino nuggets in a Caesar salad. So it was like a fancy, healthier dino nugget meal. It's just, it's really weird. And she's like, her alcohol consumption is like way down, like virtually zero.
Yeah.
Actually zero, which
Actually
is
zero.
amazing. Which we talked about that a little bit before the pod. She can't drink. Spoiler alert. So I'm saying this like it's a new thing because I know people in Florida don't believe in this, but like when you're pregnant, you can't drink alcohol.
Oh yeah, we drink and smoke. You can have one drink per day, one cigarette per day. It's fine.
Right. Like in New Jersey, we have this thing called like rational thinking, and you can't drink alcohol while you're pregnant.
I mean, can't's a strong word.
So I have a designated driver for the foreseeable future, which is amazing. Which kind of sucks because even before the pregnancy, I couldn't drive, so I had a designated driver before, so it's nothing new. It's just a continuation. It's kind of like I was getting better from my Achilles tendon injury. So I was like, what can I do to have a designated driver for longer? So I was like, I think I'm ready to have a kid.
For Christmas, you should buy Emily driving gloves.
Driving gloves and like oven mitts.
Yeah.
That's a woman in the kitchen joke, Scott. I know you have servants that do that. Yeah. But, yeah. But so anyway, what do you think my kid's name will be? No, I'm kidding. What do you guys have any fun? Let's keep it to first trimester, but if you can't remember the first trimester, which I'm sure that you definitely can. Did your wife experience morning sickness either one of you?
Yes.
Really?
So, fun fact.
Yes.
Both pregnancies, my wife was sick.
Like you and your wife?
No, just my wife.
Oh, both kids.
She got sick every day.
Really?
Throwing up?
Every day.
Really?
And during birth, she threw up constantly.
During birth?
During birth.
Yeah, my ex did with Darren, but that's because she was like, she stopped breathing, or she wouldn't breathe. Not that she stopped breathing.
She just refused. She just refused. Like, I'm not doing it.
She refused to breathe. That's why Lamaze is so important. Well, yeah.
She's like, I've seen Handmaid's Tale. I'm not doing the
They gave her an epidural, and her labor was so long, the epidural ran out.
Oh, shit.
And they couldn't re-administer it because it was time to push.
So the epidural actually caused the sickness for my wife
during
the pregnancy. Because sometimes it can cause nausea. But she was already nauseated from the pregnancy itself because she threw up every day she was pregnant.
I might ask for an epidural for myself. It sounds kind of cool. Like you can just kind of like, I don't know, just feel around and it's just like not feel anything. Like just touch your knees and stuff, tickle your toes and just not feel anything. Is that how that works?
Yeah. Did you see Sorry, go talk. Did you see Kelsey with his wife and their newest born? And they said what he did at the hospital.
No, I didn't.
It's like she's like recording a video. He's like sleeping on the couch, just like resting, and she's like pretty much going through a birth.
You know what? So I was just at a little gathering last week with Emily and her coworkers. Very intimate group, very just small group of people who knew about the pregnancy because they're all her closest coworkers. And her one coworker had just given birth the week before, beautiful child, and she was talking about like all the like horrible things that ensued with the first child and the second child. I was like, you know what? It's like 20, 23, 24, whenever we're having this kid. I might just fake a COVID test. Like I might have COVID that day and not be able to go to the hospital. Like, think about it. Scott, you're laughing at me, but like, if you knew what happened in that delivery room, you tell me you wouldn't fake a COVID test. Like
I've seen things in delivery rooms that I wish I hadn't.
I think that's why Nick's gay. Yeah.
I now know that girls poop. Didn't know before that.
See?
Didn't know.
So, like, I know I can't get COVID because of all the McDonald's I eat. I know that I can't. I know I can't come up positive. I might have my first positive test in May. I'll do like May 11th, right? Right?
Yeah. Now, if you do it May 11th, then
what if it's early? What if it's late? All right, here we go. Here's another one. Do you guys think it'll be early or late? Is it going to be April? It'll be good, super early April or super late June?
It's going to go late, not
early,
June.
April, hopefully not April. That's like me. I was born a month early.
Oh, wow. That explains a lot. So that's why your beard is red and the rest of your hair is just brown.
I'm gonna say late.
Late?
Yeah,
what date?
I'm going to say late.
Really? What date do you think?
Well, I said my date already, and that counts.
I don't think date. Yeah, I don't think date.
We're very ambitious with the late. So put it
because it's her first pregnancy.
Like a few days late. Like
it's
gonna be
a couple days
late.
late.
We'll be like, hey, we're gonna start setting up a schedule. Maybe next week we'll force the pregnancy, and then like a day
because
later,
they won't let it go into June,
and then a day
That'll
later
be
she'll give birth.
Okay,
before the scheduled thing.
Tell you what, my family's gonna hate me. So as we record this, it is the 25th. I am telling my closest friends and family on Sunday, which is today's Wednesday. So I'm telling them on Sunday at our little housewarming party. Family's gonna hate me. You know how many May birthdays we have?
Oh,
spoiler alert! Serious? A lot. Oh, my mom and my sister are both on the same day. My birthday's the 30th. Emily brother's birthday's on early in the month. Day? My sister and my mom.
Same day?
Same day, yeah.
My dad's birthday's a day before. My dad's birthday's 2 days before my daughter's.
What idiot would plan their children a day apart?
And my sister-in-law's birthday's a day before my daughter's.
See,
so
it's
in 4
crazy.
days, we have 4 birthdays.
Like May is just, I guess whenever it happened, because I don't know, we just kind of like wished for a stork. I don't know, I think it was in August.
So it's 9 months before May.
If I had to take an educated guess, probably August. My pregnancy was sponsored by Sandpiper Vacations.
So August, nothing interesting happens in August.
No, except for just doom and gloom in September.
Germany.
Nothing interesting happens in August.
Maybe just like self-pity pity from like you having a really bad bodily injury. It's like, how could you make this better? Just kidding. That didn't happen.
I think it's
were you in Germany or Alaska in August?
Germany was in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything outright, but Germany was in June.
I could have made some really funny jokes about Germany.
Alaska. Yeah.
Maybe everyone's getting inside from the summer and they have the summer bods.
Oh, could be.
They're all like tan and fit.
Yeah, it could be it.
It's getting hot in here.
That definitely could be it. I'm so excited to have parenting conversations with you guys. Me assuming I know everything and you guys knowing everything is just going to be so much fun moving forward because you guys are experienced and I for example, like I don't know what Bluey is, but Alex has seen every episode 4 times.
I have, probably more actually.
I know what blue balls are.
Yeah, well, that's
never experienced
not a problem I have apparently. This is the pregnancy episode, Scott. Wow.
Break?
Alex, cut that. Yeah, we're gonna go to break on that note because we're probably just gonna sort of splice what I just said. We're gonna go on break. We'll take out the blue ball comment. We'll figure it out. We'll be right back on Know Your Friends After Dark. Enjoy these commercials, please. There are 3 things that I hate in life: taxes, nausea, and booking vacations. The first 2 I'm stuck with, but for the third, I use Sandpiper Vacations. Sandpiper Vacations is a small business that is LGBTQ+ owned and operated with travel advisors all over the country. Whether it's a cruise, a trip to a theme park, or an all-inclusive resort, Sandpiper has you covered. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's free. Why book a vacation when you can have someone else do it for you? That's like choosing to take the stairs in a building that has an elevator. Leave the headaches of booking a vacation to someone else. Get your quote today at www.sandpipervacations.com and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you.
Psst. Hey, you want to join a cult? Well, this might be your lucky day. For just $2 a month and a simple blood oath, you can join our clubhouse and become a friend with benefits. In addition to the amazing feeling of donating to the poor, you will have access to Patreon exclusive content, live shows, and maybe even a behind-the-scenes look at my secret stash. To get started, head on over to NoNewFriendsPodcast.com and hit join our clubhouse. Can't wait to see you at the initiation ceremony. Oh, and in the chat during our live shows, of course.
Welcome back to No New Friends After Dark. Really hope you enjoyed those commercials. Because if you didn't, I'll kill you. For legal reasons, that was a joke and it was satire. So back to the episode tonight. I want to know. I don't know. Like looking at both of you, like which one do I want to ask for parenting advice? This is tough. Like looking at both of you on screen right now. Like Scott's like just slugged his 7th Bud Light of the night. Alex just snuck out to the studio. I don't know. I
didn't sneak out.
Alex is drinking a coffee at 10:47 at night. Pretty sure
me at all.
Pretty sure that's a coffee, right? Mm-hmm. He's drinking a nice coffee at 10:47 p.m. at night. Did I make a mistake? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, it's the life of buying things whenever you want is down the drain.
Yeah,
good point.
I'm pretty scared about that actually because I'm very used to that.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
But what if I buy the Pokemon cards for my child?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It doesn't work like that.
Good, yeah.
No. Here's the thing: you're gonna get something for yourself, and it'll be ruined because kids ruin everything. It'll be spit up on. It'll be ripped. It'll be eaten.
Like no matter where you hide it, like they find it.
They will find it.
I was just telling my class. Why I was telling my class this, I don't know, because we're talking about something, and they something about someone getting mad at them because they ruined something. I go, yeah, I say 75% of the reason I get mad at my kids is because they wasted money by ruining something.
Yeah,
because you got to buy the same thing like 2 or 3 times.
And God forbid you have 2 kids because they want the same exact item at the same exact time.
Jeez, I don't want to talk about that. That's a nightmare right now. The greatest news that the doctor who was giving the ultrasound gave me was you don't have twins. That's a terrifying.
There could be one hiding behind the other one.
Scott, I will kill you.
That would be the most terrifying thing ever.
You ever watch Breaking Bad?
Like, yes. Wait, what?
Yeah. You know the guy that they just go to like to change their identity and just disappear?
Mm-hmm.
I would find that guy. I would find that person.
Dude, if I had the word, because you're probably gonna have a second one, right?
Yes, second. I want to stop at 2.
Imagine the second child is twins.
That's nightmare fuel. Like, don't
That's
even.
Because if the first one is twins, it's like, hey, we got our 2. Yeah. Especially if it's a boy and a girl.
Yeah,
he's like, one shot and I'm done with this.
That's right.
But it's that second one when you're like, okay, we've budgeted our lives for 2 kids. Mm-hmm. That's what we're gonna have. That's the number of bedrooms that we have. Yep. It's always 2. And then, hey, you're having twins, and now 2 becomes 3.
So,
honestly, terrifying to think about.
So, peel back the curtain.
Yes.
About a month ago, my wife took a pregnancy test because she was late.
Oh,
and so we were a little worried. We're like, we didn't have sex that recent, did we? We're like,
we don't have sex.
So
yeah, my wife doesn't have to take pregnancy tests. If she's late, it's just stress.
So we did that. We're like, okay, let's hope not, because that would really stink for us right now because we don't plan on having a third. And financially, we can't handle it right now. And thank God it was not. If it was,
it's actually extra tax credit.
But imagine that being twins, the one that you're not even planning.
The 2 that got away.
I'd move to New Jersey. Alex, why don't you get snipped?
That costs money.
Can't afford it.
It costs a lot less than a kid does.
You're right. You're right.
That is true.
No, we actually have talked about the investment of snipping. Not only will you can't have a second kid, but also you don't buy condoms anymore. Just overall saves money.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
We'll get snipped at the same time.
I love it.
That's not really nice.
We can do this right and do the snipping ourselves. We'll just cross arms like they do with wine.
I mean,
right?
yeah. I mean, we can watch a couple YouTube videos and be like Mary and be a medical professional.
Now, this is a good question. I love, first of all, you guys make me feel so young, talking about the end of pregnancy, like the ending of wanting to be pregnant. Let's talk about that for a second. So, you don't listen to After Dark, Alex. You don't have time to, and because you hate us.
That's true.
And you're homophobic.
And yes, among other things. He
really
lives in
my
Florida. So riddle me this. You get a vasectomy. Don't know how it's pronounced.
The second one's correct.
I forget what I said second. But anyway, you get one of those things, right? What happens when you ejaculate?
I don't know.
No.
We did a whole episode about this.
I know, Scott. It was After Dark, and Alex. And listen, I want to know. I want to know if Alex knows. What happens?
What happens? I would imagine
Yes.
stuff comes out, just doesn't have anything in it that lives.
Very good.
I really thought nothing came out.
You thought nothing came out?
When Scott said, I was like, that's awesome. You like go to a movie theater and just be on the bus and just like go to town and like nothing ever happens. I'm literally the only person on this earth that thought that. No, but no, seriously, you snip it. Where does the fluid come from if you snip it?
It's not the fluid. It's the thing that produces the semen.
But if you're snipping it, the duct is now closed. Where is it coming from, sir?
The two things don't mix. is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
There's two things that mix to create that?
Well,
like
you got the vas deferens, and there's a whole bunch of things going on.
There's like
there's a whole bunch of things going on there.
There's like beakers and two. This is I clearly didn't pay attention in health class in 7th grade. This is I do want to point out that very sorry, but for this, Nick and Sean are actually trying for more kids, and it's not working. Apparently, Nick said that they keep trying and nothing's happening. I will pray for you, and maybe gay Jesus will shine down upon you. Give you a golden shower of such.
I want to know what they mean by it's not working. But that's.
Do you want a video? Okay. Like, do you want video?
Alex. Okay. Nick and Sean are gay.
Well, I know.
Okay.
So I thought they're talking about someone. I didn't. Okay, so they're making a joke. Now I understand.
They're making a joke that they have sex every night.
I get it.
And they're still not getting pregnant.
I get it now.
We have to explain this for him. Maybe there's like a children's book about it. We can give it to you. Explain how that works.
I get.
And that's actually probably.
I thought it was real.
DeSantis probably burned all this already. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'll find one up here and send one to you. So I think my biggest question in all of this is, so you have the baby, then like, how are you supposed to know how to take care of it?
You just man up.
But that's not a thing. Like being a man has nothing to do with keeping a child alive, because I have nothing. I literally have nothing to keep this child alive.
That's why you
rely on your wife.
So in all seriousness, we have the baby. We come home. Do I literally just do nothing? Like, do I just go to sleep? I'm dead serious.
That's gonna work out real good for you.
No, but seriously, okay. So the baby wakes up and needs to be breastfed or something, right? Yeah. Do I have to wake up too and supervise? Like, what do I do?
But your wife's producing milk and putting it in a bottle, so you'll feed them via bottle.
Yeah, because she'll pump some.
What if we don't? I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, so my wife.
No, she'll have to pump, especially when she goes back to work. She'll have to.
But okay, we're not back to work yet.
Yeah, they'll be out during summertime. So
first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks, right? First 2 weeks. I'm talking like I'm back fresh out of the hospital. I'm home now, right? So it's 3 a.m. Baby cries. What do I do? Mm-hmm. I think I'm just going to pretend to sleep.
You do. You just stay in bed.
You do.
Stay in bed and just make sure you let us know on the next episode how that goes.
I think maybe I wake up and say, "Hey, do you want me to feed the baby?" or something like that, right? Yeah. Like I'm offering, and then she looks at me like,
yeah, ask the questions you know that she's not going to say yes to.
Right?
Brilliant idea.
Hey, do you want me to breastfeed the baby? I probably could. It looks like I could, but I can't. But
I'm a night person, right? I stay up till like 12:30.
I do, right?
Right. So my wife actually couldn't breastfeed. She couldn't produce milk at a rate she needed to. So we did mostly formula.
That sucks. So you had to wake up.
So we had.
That's when you played Call of Duty with Link.
Right. I would literally play video games, and I would hold Link in one arm, have a bottle with him, and I'd play video games at the same time.
Yeah, Scott was horrible. He sucked. He died every 2 seconds.
And I literally would be like, I'm in a vehicle. Drive me. I'm in the vehicle. If you guys need to go, I'll be in the vehicle waiting because I have to go get my son out of the crib right now.
Yeah, he couldn't talk.
So like that, you'll just You take the nights.
I had to learn Morse code to play with Alex on Call of Duty while his kid was an infant because he would just do like mouth clicks of Morse code.
I'm like, I am over here. Guys, I have 2 on me. I need help.
And he's just talking about feeding his kid. It wasn't even talking about Call of Duty. So I don't know. It's going to be really interesting.
Just take nights, and then she'll praise you, and she'll be like, "Chris takes nights. She lets me sleep."
Yeah, you got to figure that stuff out.
Night changing, and he does all the night stuff. And,
right, I do the night stuff.
Yeah,
you got to figure that out. Maybe it's, hey, I'll change the baby's diaper. That way you can ease into the feed, because obviously if she's going to breastfeed and she hasn't pumped or whatever, she's going to have to wake up to feed. Right. But maybe it's okay. I go over there. I'll change the diaper. That way you can kind of relax, sit down, get yourself ready, and then pop the baby on there, and then maybe you go to sleep at that point.
Would it be weird? Go ahead.
How are you with gross things?
Well, I was just going to ask, would it be weird if I had already bought 2,000 rubber gloves?
Yeah,
to change my unborn child.
I never wore gloves.
No, yeah, me either.
No, I never.
I would. Yeah, I was just
Chris,
asking in theory.
Chris, if it's a boy,
grosser.
As soon as you have that diaper off, cover it with a washcloth, because once that cold air hits, it will spray everywhere.
Yeah. I heard the first shit is like tar.
Yeah,
or is it like yellow? Oh, or something?
Yeah,
or black.
It's
looks like
it's real gross. Yeah, it's the first one's real gross, and they don't get much. They don't get much nicer either. No. Like they're yellow and seedy, and it looks kind of like Taco Bell guacamole.
Wow, that's why middle-aged people stop eating Taco Bell, I guess.
Exactly.
Not until they start doing solid food does it change.
Right.
I'm gonna give my kid a Big Mac right when it comes out. Like you're not giving me these gross shits. You're giving me solid shits.
Yeah, if you put it in a blender, it's fine.
So my brother-in-law, who you know,
baby?
No.
Holy
look,
shit.
I know we're dark, but no, the
Holy
burger.
Shit!
So,
oh my gosh!
So my brother-in-law, who you know, Chris, he couldn't change diapers.
I think I have that same issue. Actually, I think I'm
allergic. Almost throw up every single time, so he just didn't do it very often. Like barely ever did he change.
So that's interesting. Is that my dad actually just finally enlightened me on that. Like he didn't enlighten me. It was like a matter of fact. He was talking to somebody else. Like, oh yeah, me and my wife alternate dishes. And my dad says to him, he goes, just do a really shitty job at the dishes for the first year.
And then the same thing.
And then your wife will never think that you could do it.
That's why I don't go grocery shopping. That's why I don't do laundry. That's why I literally only do dishes in the trash, because those are the things I chose to be good at.
Emily walks in the room and there's shit everywhere. Chris is like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
So fun story about my first ever baby changing experience.
Wait, you don't have kids. Why are you changing babies?
It was my baby cousin. So she took a massive shit. What I assume is a massive shit. I've never seen another one, but it was huge, right?
You never seen a massive shit?
Not from a baby. But
okay,
so
God, I can't wait till you have this kid.
Content. I never changed a diaper in my life before.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I knew she shit. I knew my mom would be home in a couple hours to come back, so I put her down for a nap.
Oh my God.
So I called.
Oh my God.
So listen. And this was not neglect.
Okay.
This was not neglect. I didn't know better. So I called my mom.
Didn't know
I was like,
better.
hey mom.
It's not neglect. I didn't know better.
I was like, I called my mom. I was like, redact name, just pooped. And so I just put her down for a nap. She's like, you can't do that. She's going to get something. She's gonna I don't think she's gonna
rash.
Yeah. Like it's nothing crazy. Okay. Oh,
it's a girl
rash. What's a little rash? Yeah, it was
even
a girl.
worse. Even worse.
Oh, worse. God forbid they get a rash.
No,
they get an infection.
I chafe all the time. I don't know. I chafe all the time.
No.
Put a little
First
bit
of all,
deodorant.
you do no. Listen, you chafe all the time, okay? But you're not gonna whine and cry like a little baby. Well.
She didn't cry. She was fine. I think she liked
did go
it.
through the Achilles injury of 2023, so we do know how you whine and cry.
Not to be confused with 2024.
No, if your child ends up with a diaper rash, it's miserable because they will cry. They will. Nothing you can do.
What if you pretend you're sleeping?
I can't wait for you to have the conversation with Emily that I can't change diapers because they make me sick. Yeah. And I can't wake up with the baby in the middle of the night because I'm not the one with the milk breast.
So the bad thing is I'm a very light sleeper, and Emily's very.
You're saying milk breast because he can't be like, I'm not the one without the breast. She's like, you have 2 breasts right there.
My wife is a very deep sleeper, so like usually, oh gosh, I'm gonna get canceled by my wife by saying this. So like when the dog,
oh no,
wakes up and starts crying to go outside or something, right? Or it's like doing the little. And the throw up's gonna happen, right? And you know the sound. Scott knows the sound in very different context.
Stop.
It's like someone's got to get up and
you guys need a shirt of Scott's outline face and it just says stop afterwards. It just says stop.
So it's only when I make jokes. So for whatever reason, so the dog's about to throw up. This is the only thing I can relate to. So what you do is like I wake up right away. If my dog rolls over, I wake up. So I hear her starting to throw up, and Emma, I got up the last time. By the last time, I mean 3 months ago. So. What you do is you just kick the shit out of your sleeping wife. Because listen, if she's a deep sleeper, she's not going to know you kicked her. She's just going to wake up. So just kick the shit out of her. Or you, like you just do so like what I do is like I do a little kangaroo kick. Like you do both legs, just like a real quick jolt. And then you start to snore. My nose just naturally whistles, so it always sounds like I'm sleeping. So it never knows if I'm awake or not. And then as soon as she leaves the room to get the paper towels, you wake up, and you're like, "Hey, do you need help with anything? What's going on?" And oh my gosh, the dog threw up everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh, do you need paper towels? It's like, no, I already got them. I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then you just go back to sleep. I think I'm going to do it with the baby most of the time.
I've definitely done that.
You have to.
I've definitely done that. I've definitely done that.
You have to.
Terrible.
With snoring.
Terrible people.
Or with my ex and the baby started crying and she was a heavy sleeper.
Yeah, see?
And I didn't want to get up. And
Scott, when you live with a heavy sleeper, you have to. It's only right. Like it's not fair they're a heavy sleeper. I want to be a heavy sleeper so bad, but I can't.
I'm the heavy sleeper in the relationship.
Do you ever get kangaroo kicked?
Oh, she kicks me and punches me all the time. Wake up. That's how she kicks me sometimes.
It has to be done. There's no other way.
She does it just because she's like, you do it. And I'm like, okay.
There's no other way.
It's not secret.
You know what? If you, you know what a really good way of getting out of that, Alex, is just tearing your Achilles tendon. You're out of everything for 4 months. Actually, my physical therapist said I can't play basketball for another 6 months to a year. So the next time, like, I have to change the baby. I'm like, well, this is kind of comparative to basketball. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might be at risk for another injury if I do this.
a re-rupture.
I will see.
You know who couldn't change tables right now?
Kobe Bryant.
You know what? You should probably impale your hand with a. Wow.
I thought you were going for the Achilles joke, Scott.
No. Oh. I was gonna say,
I thought you were going to be like, people have it worse than you, and actually give someone worse off than me, and not someone who stabbed their little hand.
Scott, did you try to get through that barrier and just couldn't get past it? Or did you want to understand what's happening? What Chris just said?
Oh, I didn't hear it, and then I heard like he said it, and I didn't quite catch it, and then I saw his face. And I was like, "What did he just say?" And then it replayed.
I thought you were really trying to make me feel like shit. Like I didn't think that you were actually going to make like a Sarah, oh my poor little hand joke. I thought you were going to be like, some people are not with us anymore and cannot change diapers.
No, wasn't going to go there. We're dark, not that dark.
So, welcome to Know Your Friends Dorny Dark. So all I have to do, I guess what you're saying is all I have to do is just stab my hand with a spindle. I won't have to change a diaper.
Exactly.
I'm putting down what you're laying down. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah.
I am so excited to explore parenthood with you guys, which is something I never thought I'd ever say in my life.
Why?
Because of some of the jokes I made about Scott. It's like, on the podcast, I could never ask him for parenting advice. So it's gonna be very weird asking Scott for parenting advice on the podcast.
You're about
I
the
made a
same
joke
age
about
I was when I had Link. So
I actually planned it. I was like, hey, we got to get this done now because I think Alex is the perfect age for a father. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually went through my head. Once Alex laid out the blueprint for me, I was like, all right, we gotta get this done. Well, we gotta.
Scott, I had a blueprint in my life, and I hit it to a T.
Yeah, no, it's true, and it rubbed off on me.
Yeah, he did.
Not financially or work wise, but like things I can control.
What Alex did and what Scott did, and I did exactly what Alex did, and I vowed to myself to never do what Scott did, and here we are.
Or Scott still does.
Yeah, I know. Like,
what does Scott do?
Well, on the podcast, you lure kids to your house with candy. So it's like, how am I asking you for parenting advice? Like, this is bad on me now. Like, the joke is now on me. Like, I'm now asking the creepy fedora guy for parenting advice. You planned this, Scott. You planned this. You were like, oh yeah, make fun of me all this time, and now you're gonna have a kid. You're gonna ask the creepy fedora guy for advice, and now I'm the weirdo because I have no one else to turn to. You're also wearing a button-down shirt with menorahs on it, and we're not even dressed up anymore.
What was your costume, Scott?
I was Sarah.
Oh,
Sarah was
I saw it.
The boy in the striped pajamas.
No,
she was not.
The boy in the striped pajamas.
It was a
It's a good
striped
movie.
shirt.
It's a good movie.
It was a really good movie. She's just a real big fan of Steven Spielberg. Oh, Robbie came up with a really good title for this episode. Dad Talk with Chris.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was just that was just very direct. That's why I thought it was funny, Robbie.
So Chris,
yes,
what are you looking forward to with this next couple months? Oh, you never answered you said the cravings that she doesn't eat, right?
Yeah.
Scott, what was the
Oh yeah, you never
cravings
said
had to
that.
deal with?
Yeah.
What were my their cravings? I don't remember anything specific. It was just Taco Bell at 3 a.m. It was, ice cream at certain times, but a certain kind of ice cream. It wasn't anything weird. It was just like, right now, I want this.
I think I might be pregnant. That's her craving.
There's the other thing you can do, Chris, is when like you get that my husband's so good to me medal. It's like he got up at 2 a.m. and got in the car, went down to the Wawa, and got me an ice cream. No hassle whatsoever. Like those are little battles you can win.
Yes.
Stack the chip.
Yeah,
I can drive now.
They're easy.
Yeah, I can drive now, so I can actually go and
to do.
I get myself a burger. I get her a burger.
Exactly. You eat yourself 2 burgers. You eat one in the car on the way home, and then you get there and you have a burger with her. So she doesn't know you eat 2 burgers.
See, this is the advice that I need.
I do not give platelets and then go to Wawa and spend $5 on soda and a candy bar every Monday and Friday without telling my wife, and she has no idea because she doesn't know how much money I actually get from the platelets. That does not happen.
It's a Halloween episode,
and then she wonders why I've gained some weight in the last month.
It's a Halloween episode, so we can talk about selling your blood, Alex.
Platelets, not blood.
Actually, this is the November 1st episode.
Oh. So if I talked about me being the buyer for Alex's blood, that would not
a little weird.
Be appropriate. All right, we'll wait for next Halloween to talk about that. I'm glad you enjoyed your soda on my expense, though, Alex. Is someone like scratching it? Speaking about Halloween episodes, someone's scratching to get in, out or in or out of Scott's house right now.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
I heard scratching, and I could have sworn I heard a yell. Was that a cat?
Yeah.
Is there a cat scratching your door?
Yeah.
Are we Ruby's Roundtable now? Like we're just talking about cats making weird noises now, scratching.
He was trying to get in.
He gained some weight.
Oh yeah.
Is his middle name Chris?
Yeah.
He's turning into an Oreo, Scott.
Mm-hmm. I know, right?
It's double stuff.
He likes the dog Oreos too.
They're delicious. I don't blame him. He is purring up a storm.
Oh my! That's all he does. He purrs.
Is that a medical condition?
Maybe.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's normal. I don't know cat stuff, but I don't know if that's normal.
Yeah, they purr a lot.
Oh, like 24/7.
Yeah,
that's actually
always
I think
so happy.
I think no. I think that you need to take him to like an ear, nose, and throat. Like I think there's something like wrong with the throat. It's actually making me anxious. I really don't think that's normal. Like, I really think
CPAP machine.
I think he has he sounds like one of those people that smoke too many cigarettes and have one of those like holes in their throats. That's gonna be you in 3 years, but now it's Oreo right now.
Probably, yeah.
You know, it'd be pretty good for the podcast if you talk through a robotic tube.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
you may
Oreo's
have to host,
halfway
though.
there. No.
Yeah, just one of those little devices.
I've totally lost my train of thought because your cat doesn't stop purring.
I know.
That's what she said. I wish, anyway. Wait a second. Anyway, before Scott hits his mic another time. Was that Scott or Alex?
Never me.
Oh, it was Scott. I heard a little spring.
It's you.
Oreo. It was Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I cannot wait to ask for more parenting advice for you guys. I can't wait to share some more stories. This was a really hard secret to hold in because it was something I was really, really excited about telling you guys. Yeah. And cannot wait to talk more about it on the podcast, for better or for worse. Because
I can't wait. I've been begging you. When can we do it? When can we do it?
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna talk about this tonight, but maybe I'll save it for next episode. There was the first and only fight about me making a joke about, I don't know, maybe like a mood swing or something. I'm gonna ask Emily if I can talk about that on the podcast before we talk.
Let me ask her.
So you made a joke about her mood to her, and it caused an argument.
Swing.
In real life.
I made like a very okay, so I don't know if you know, but I have a very dry sense of humor.
No.
And I might have made like a mood swing joke, thinking that it was like really funny, but not knowing that to someone having a mood swing it wouldn't be funny. And maybe we'll talk about that next week, next Sunday on the episode. If one of you could ask for permission, that'd be really great.
I got you. I got you.
Dry isn't even the word. That's actually the same thing that someone wrote that in chat. It's actually the same thing that never mind.
I would pay money to sit in on a Chris Emily argument. I just want to hear how it sounds.
We don't argue much, but this was
my cat just attacked the shit out of my foot.
I thought you were having an orgasm. I had no idea what you were doing. I thought you muted and you're just like, I'm like, all right, do your thing. It's after dark. I guess. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I didn't read the whatever. Should we go to break and do Scott summaries? Let's just do them now. Let's just do them now. Because I heard you typing away all night.
The episode's over?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so short.
I think it was like 4 hours actually. Scott.
Yes.
You have any summaries for us? I know you want to say yes. Hold on. Scott. Hold on. Scott, you have any summaries for us?
I do.
Oh, there you go.
Insert jingle here.
Yeah, you'll learn.
Do you have a jingle?
No.
Oh.
Chris wanted this episode to turn. Chris wanted to turn this episode into a Q&A. I was a little bit confused because I thought we all. I don't like that one. Okay. Chris wanted to talk about. Chris wanted to talk about the names of his unborn child. Jesus, Chris, leave it to you to stretch out telling us the names you picked out into a 30-minute goddamn segment. 30 minutes. We talked about that.
I'd laugh, but it's actually not a joke.
Yeah. Is hold on.
What is happening?
Are we sure Emily's the one that's carrying the baby? Because Chris really looks like he's about to pop. Another way that I can tell that that they are pregnant. I screwed that one up. Another way that I can tell that they are pregnant. Chris's tits have doubled in size.
God.
Chris said, "Emily and I love eating." No shit, Sherlock. We see you love eating. Chris said that in the next few months, he was going to look more pregnant than Emily. Chris, next to you in 9 months, Emily's going to look like a fucking Ethiopian.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So Chris and Emily timed this baby thing out extremely well. The baby and Chris will be learning to walk at the same time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chris said his family is going to hate him. Chris, you lived with your parents for almost into your 30s. That ship has long sailed. Chris has been hurt since July. So this means Emily actually slept with a handicapped guy.
Very inclusive. Very inclusive.
Yes. We spoke a bit about vasectomies. Alex said it's too expensive. Well, Alex, if you were like me with my medical condition, I only have to pay half price.
It took a little bit to drop, but I got it.
I know. So did the testicle. So
I don't know that story. Is that an After Dark story?
It's an After Dark story.
Okay, I don't know that story.
Scott was Lance Armstrong for like half his life, and then
and then two or three.
Yeah.
Alex clearly knows. Chris clearly knows nothing about anatomy. How the hell did he get Emily pregnant?
YouTube.
Chris said his wife is a deep sleeper. So that's how he got her pregnant.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Very Bill Cosby of you, Chris.
Oh my God.
Do I need to cut that one out?
I don't know. I think it's fine.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Chris was talking a lot about changing diapers and all that, and he doesn't know what to do. Well, at least Emily's got some practice. She's been changing Chris's diapers since the Achilles injury.
When I got the surgery, she actually thought she was gonna have to wipe me. I was like, that's not how this goes.
I shared with Chris that Sarah could get out of diaper changing due to her hand injury. Well, clearly Sarah's been sharing her secrets with Rachel. She got a hand injury when I asked for a hand job. It was weird, they're sharing stories or something. Alex said he rubbed off on Chris. Nah, actually, that was Nick. Okay, and then I tried something, but it didn't really stick. I was going to give you a list. Oh, I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. Give it to me.
Here's a list of baby name suggestions for Little Baby Yobb, because we talked about the names and all that. Okay. After the Greek soldier Achilles.
Oh, wow. Very good taste. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So that's gender neutral. Boy, girl, name it Achilles.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. If it's a boy, don't name him Ryan. You will forget his birthday every single year. Okay? Don't do that. And if it's a girl, don't name her Mary. Poor Emily will be pregnant forever. Mary will never show up.
It didn't work. That was great.
And lastly, well, I wanted to write a bunch more, and I
that was really
got
good.
distracted.
That was really good.
And finally, mood swing joke. Chris wants to make a mood swing joke. That's the dumbest thing he's said since, sure, Scott, I'd love to be on the podcast. And those are my summaries.
Oh, thank you so much, Scott. I can't wait for Emily to hear this episode. It's going to be really good. She's going to really enjoy the deep sleep joke. Alex, thank you so much for coming on. Wait, joining us tonight. No.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
There was none of the.
Now I know what to prepare for in 2 years when Chris breaks his arm because he's getting ready for another one.
Whenever it's serious, I guess that's the thing now. Like if I ever seriously injure myself, I have to have a kid again.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
now a.
Because she only does it with handicaps.
Now I get the joke. And by the way, handicap is only I can say that. That's offensive if you say it.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you were in my shoes, which you can't be because I'm in a boot.
For comedic purposes.
Yeah. Then you could say it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to New Friends After Dark. I cannot wait to get to start up No New Friends React, which is coming right up because if you're listening to this, it's already November. Oh, you're not going to listen to it. You're going to watch it. You're going to watch the shit out of it. Because let's actually break this down a little bit, Scott, before we end this episode. So No New Friends Reacts, something new we're going to try out. We're going to cut down No New Friends After Dark. Oh, gosh. We're just projectile vomiting everywhere. I need to take more Pepto. That black shit God. Tomorrow. If you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, Google it. Cut that out.
Chris, you're like, can you change me? I'm preparing you for the first day. This is preparation.
So we're cutting down No New Friends After Dark to every other week. We want to the fuck are you filing? Like, are you filing shit?
No, my cat
shit out of your cat.
My cat is jumping in and out of boxes right now.
Something you wish you could do.
Continue, please.
No New Friends After Dark is going to be cut down to every other week. We want to kind of preserve the integrity of what we set this show out to be, and we just feel like to make it as the best project we can, cutting it down to every other week is going to do wonders for it. So what are we going to do? We're not going to just do nothing on the weeks that we don't record After Dark. We are going to be live on Twitch, just like we are every other week, but we're just solely live on Twitch. Do reaction videos to viral videos, to funny videos that we find, but also most importantly that you submit to us. So please reach out to us any way you want. You can hand deliver it on a USB drive. I don't care. Just get it to us and we'll react to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, really, because what we love doing most is just engaging with our audience and engaging with the listeners of this podcast. And this gives us a really good opportunity to do so. We're going to have guests, weekly. We're going to have, yes, Alex, you can, you can do it. Yeah. Just send us the check first and my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App, and you'll be on. Then we're going to have guests on. We're going to have, it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be hanging out. We started these streams when we started doing the Bubba Job Tuesday Night Football, I think it was. It wasn't even Wednesday. It was Tuesday Night Footballs. Yeah. And they were so much fun just hanging out with all of you. And we want to kind of bring that back in a different comedic way. Really excited to get that started. So please, please, please keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/NNF podcast. Now we are going to, I don't know if I talked to you about this, Scott, but I do want to put these videos on YouTube after. I think we did talk about it now that I'm saying it.
We did. That's what got me excited about it.
So please watch live. You'll be in the YouTube video. We're going to have the live chat in the video. So then even the people watching on YouTube can see the live chat. Yeah. And so that you will be in the annals of history of the No New Friends podcast.
The annals?
That too, if you book a vacation with St. Perfect Vacation.
And if you want to send us videos to react to, please send them in to no new friends podcast at yahoo.com. In the subject line, NNF Reacts. And we've actually already gotten our first submission. So
awesome.
Things are coming together.
You should also have him send you TikToks as well through your TikTok account.
Yeah, we'll do anything. We're your circus clowns. We will literally, if you give us like $1 donation, we'll do anything, literally anything you want, physically, on the camera, whatever. For $5 a month, yes. Scott was typing. We didn't understand that $5 a month joke. But okay, so I'll just rewind it. Alex said, "Can they take over the episode?" I said, "For $5 a month, yes, they can."
Yeah, I get the reference.
That was pretty funny because of
pretty funny
because a couple months ago. No kidding. So anyway, we're really excited to get that started. So please subscribe and like us on Twitch for that. And our Scott, what's our YouTube channel? Is it just I know there's a lot of different usernames.
Yeah, it's something C/Big Beat or C/No New Friends. I'm not really sure. I tell people to go to our website.
Yeah,
there's a link to
there
our
you go.
YouTube
Yeah, so just go to our website.
Icon.
You're going to want to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you missed the Twitch channel, or if you just want to watch it again, and it'll be there forever. So really excited to get that started. I mean, I think that's all I was excited about.
It's www.youtube.com/@NoNewFriendsPodcast.
That's pretty easy to remember. So subscribe to us on there, like us on Twitch, and put the notification icon on both Twitch and YouTube, so you know when we go live on Twitch. You know when we post a video on YouTube. I'll put my address to my house in the description. If you want to just swing by, we can watch together if you want. It's part of my contract that Scott made me. Maybe
if you or a loved one has been a victim of a broken condom, please know that you're not alone. Reach out and get advice from 2 other dads. I don't know.
You should have a diaper drive and stream for hours.
Of me
on the
changing
behalf
my kid's diaper?
of Alex.
What?
I'm a little creeped out now. I don't think I want to do
End
that.
the episode.
What do you want to do? What? Have a diaper?
I don't know. I thought you said a diaper stream.
No, a diaper drive and stream for 24 hours.
I thought you said streaming changing diapers. I don't think I want to do that. Okay. How do we do an outro here?
Thanks for having me on, guys. It was fun.
Thanks so much for joining us,
here,
Alex. Really love every time you come on. And by every time, I mean like 2 weeks ago and then today.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
I don't know. I just made that up. It sounded good. Now you're calling me out on it.
Oh my God.
So on behalf of Scott from the No New Friends podcast, Alex from the editor of the No New Friends podcast, and from the Diz His podcast.
That's right, Diz His
I'm
podcast.
Chris.
I haven't mentioned it
Nick.
yet. Diz His. Go to Diz His on all social media. Diz His pod. Check it out. We do Disney history every week. Chris is on the podcast. Scott sometimes as a guest, and we have some fun over there at Diz His.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't ask you that. We don't plug in every episode of No New Friends. I forgot to ask you. Nick, please save us next week. We'll see you next week, guys. Au revoir. Don't keep the au revoir in. I think that's racist towards the French.
Yeah, very racist towards the French.
Yeah.
Might as well just call them orange people.
What?
Oh, you missed a lot.
No New Friends After Dark has been brought to you by Sandpiper Vacations. SandpiperVacations.com. Just check out our website, NoNewFriendsPodcast.com. Become a friend with benefits. Check out our sweet merch and so much more. This has been a No New Friends Entertainment LLC production.